Greetings, spirit beings, greetings, supreme being. We are all the human race. Our common enemy is death. Welcome on Perfect Society. I'm Ork Hofman, and this is the live stream. Live Brussels, The Hague, gigantic protest against the insane coronavirus restrictions. Did I put a date on that? Well, I can do that later. Today is the 23rd of January, 2022. So let's switch to the protests. First I will add PNN Pieters Nieuwsnet. Live verslag van Brussel demo, PNN Livestream, massive protest restrictions COVID, 23 January 2022. So let's add PNN. It will be in the right bottom corner. First I'm going to add the streams and mention them also, so please give them credit, give them likes, subscribe and share important data for a better future for humanity. Many people might not know what's going on. For example, what I wanted to take along in my intro, what's insane about the measures? Well, in England they've ended Plan B, switched back to Plan A, so they've stopped the masks and they've stopped the corona passport. And in the Netherlands, we see that there are less COVID deaths than in England. According to Worldometers, in the United Kingdom, 2,239 deaths per million, 2,239, and in the Netherlands, 1,232, 21st of January. And despite this, they are continuing the masks and the corona passport in the Netherlands. So that's insane. And according to experts, these measures are killing more people than the virus. The Nobel Prize winner, Michael Levitt, and the Minister Müller from Germany also have covered a study, and there are 8 doctors and 3 professors that have warned. Is it hanging? So more about it in my previous broadcasts, also on the channel The Global Resistance on YouTube. I will add the next streams. I'm working on that in the meantime. So the next one is this one. It is March for Freedom, Democracy and Human Rights, Brussels, Belgium, full protest live stream by AMAI. So it's AMAAI. And I'll put the links in the description of the video when the video is finished. Or perhaps earlier if I have time, so that people can visit the original source. Also to like and subscribe. Of course, these people have to pay money to be able to live stream. So that's number 2, and then we have number 3. Let's see. So that's still going on. This is live protesters march against COVID vaccination in Brussels as Belgium hits record number of cases. Abruptly. And then last but not least, for now, live protesters demonstrate against COVID-19 restrictions and compulsory vaccination in Brussels. Cranophonics is the YouTube channel. So let's see if I can add that, and then we can add some audio. Just clicked on the Windows key. Okay. Apparently when I switched, then sometimes the screen turned black. But 4 streams are working. And now we can add some audio. I'll start with Peter's News Network in the Netherlands.
Waar de verbinding niet zo heel goed is. Ellen die doet ook goed werk. Een paar mooie interviews. Dan kunnen we... Ik had ook wel graag wat interviews willen gaan doen. Ja, het longt wel. Maar ja, we zitten vanaf thuis. Ja. Een van de grootste protesten in Europa als het goed is ooit. Dus we gaan afwachten wat het aantallen zijn. Ik hoor dat er een podium is. Ga het zien. Ja, terug naar Brussel.
You can go with them. Do percussion on the street of protest. They're really great guys. Having fun, enjoying, and putting the music on protest. So. Have technical problems to the stream, to the people watching. I have really technical problems right now. Trying to solve them. Let's hope it's fixed. Because otherwise I have to cut down the stream and that would be, that annoys me. It's not all good. It's not all good. It's not charging right now.
Nee, niet. Het was net als Bart. Het was echt een fantastische documentaire. En alles.
I had that problem on the last big protest here. Had that?
Dat is zo erg.
I didn't have that problem in Bruges. Everything charged like last week. But 2 weeks ago I had the same problem, it wouldn't charge. And almost, I got the message I'm on 20%. So I have...
Die zich toch schamen om daarin mee te gaan. Het is alsof ze gewoon die stap die ze gemaakt hebben. Oh ja, ik moet zo weg. Ja. Die als 2 jaar, we zijn 2 jaar verder, wat er al verloren is. En ja. Maar ja, ik vind ze nog niet kunnen. Alleen het maakt niet uit of het nou gaat om alle burgers die problemen hebben met de gaswinning in Groningen. Dit is een hele
To cut it down on 10%, so to save the stream, and maybe try another cable. Let's have another cable, and also it's not just about
allemaal ergens geraakt.
having cables. It's also about having. Yeah, there we go. It's not charging. Also about having like a splitter for the sound and the charging.
Heel mooi allemaal over parallele samenleving en zo. En dat er allerlei initiatieven opgestart worden. Prachtig. Alleen blijft gewoon altijd een groot.
I have to try another splitter. And sadly we have to 10%, so.
Die carrière willen maken, die meer macht willen hebben. We zijn niet allemaal hetzelfde. Ik denk vooral het belangrijkste is deze corruptie afzetten. En wat vooral belangrijk is, plakkaat van federatie. Wat zijn er? Ja, er zijn hè. Die hij zet ze onder druk, dan kan je springen. Deze Duitse onrecht wat een aantal rijke families al zo lang over de wereld afroepen. Ik geloof.
Yes. So these huge protests mean that we, the government, will have to end our coronavirus measures completely. We've made clear we want to solve this together. And, well, this once again shows that we've gone much too far. And we must stop the insanity now.
In the group of the Netherlands, I guess. Looking at all the not really. Okay. But looking at the flags, we ended up in the Netherlands. Could be I'm charging now. Could be. And,
Nou juist. Maar
yes, yes, I agree with my genocidal friend Chris Whitty. And, yes, well, never again forbidden parties. Stop the insanity. Thank you.
Ja, ik kan maar straks wel even. De bus van ons staat.
Het loopt voller en voller.
Even maar een paar neer.
En interviews. We gaan nu naar de bus. Ik was al met mijn lijf. Ik zeg, ik ben helemaal niet in Brussel. Maar goed. Ja, live dus vanuit Brussel.
For all the people.
En Oerrecht ook 300. Alleen LNM die staat op 69 kijkers.
Who joined you on a protest in Brussels, Belgium? Protest that
Zo versterken we elkaar. Het wordt niet opgeteld, maar...
organized by an organization called European.
Ik ga Albert, het geluid van Albert weer even aanzetten. Zetten we...
United for Democracy. The protest is March for Democracy, Freedom
Livestreams in ieder geval.
and Human Rights. You're on the channel of mine on YouTube, but we also run a MyLB in Belgium. There is a website that don't try to come from. As they're standing still. I run a website where I pick all the Facebook events of smaller groups to centralize them on one website so people know where they can find protests to go have fun together on the streets of protest. We're doing this since July 2000. And we stream those protests to show that protest is actually a fun thing to be with people who are same-minded and want change, and not to show of the image that mainstream media brings you. At night there was riots. Didn't see any riots till now. Might be there will be some later, but that's. Hope not. To the stream, we are saved. Should be charging because I see my battery pack staying on. So normally my phone, where I stream, if people want to know with what I stream, it's an iPhone 11 Pro. There you go, and I have a gimbal, it's Xeon 4. So if you want to start doing this, so start a media channel. But yeah, seems that the battery pack is having its lights on, so that means it's charging my phone right now, and that we can go on, and I'm really happy with that, because, let's be honest, we're streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes already, 47 minutes actually, and I like to stream a full fucking protest, without having multiple parts in it. For all you there, thanks you're watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Like I explained, to put pressure that not no media, civil media is getting a shitload of followers and is beating up against mainstream media. Thank you all for sharing this stream right now. Go to your Facebook groups, your Facebook pages, share it with your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your grandma, your mother and your father's pages. Share the stream everywhere, so a lot of people see what's actually going on. In Brussels, was one of the European parliaments, is the capital of Europe, Brussels, but also the capital of my country, of Belgium. Thank you all for being there, and thank you very much for the subscriptions and the shares you're doing. Organization Together for Freedom is here. We organized already like 2 protests in Brussels. They are on my channel, so if you want to relive those ones, both of them had riots. So people who like riots, I stand in the middle of those fucking riots when they're going on. So if you like riots, it's the 2 streams to rewatch on my channel.
Kudos to England for ending the insane, genocidal thus unlawful bacteria buck, the choke napkin mandate and doing away with the insane COVID health passport. Stop the insanity worldwide. UK 2,239 deaths, million. Netherlands 1,232 January 21st, 2022 world numbers. Despite this, they continue the genocidal mandate and pass in an hour.
Hello. Actually, in 2 years we have this crisis. There's not a single debate in my country, at least of Belgium, about should we more fund the healthcare sector. So we don't have any debate about having more intensive care beds for any next pandemic that would arise due to what they say climate change. Now, I know some people are not for that word climate change, but they're saying that we will have more pandemics. Now, in 2 years' time of this fucking crisis, we don't have a debate if we should fund healthcare sector better. And we have 2,000 healthcare beds, intensive care beds in Belgium for 11 million people. If we should not have 4,000 to not have lockdowns going on in our country. But I guess that's in every country they're not talking about that because all the money has to go to Big Pharma. But Big Pharma is not healthcare sector. It's not the hospitals funding and that. It's funding the big pockets of people in suits. Because it would stop, or is it because you're following in the rules that it doesn't stop?
ja, kijk, zoek
So, looks like we are almost at the end. But we are not at the end of the stream. Because we're gonna go.
massa, heb ik gezegd, heel druk. Als het zo massa moet, heel druk.
Let me see something.
Kan je echt wel tekenen, nooit live kan.
So, because I doubt there's not much more people coming, but wait a minute, those flags on that of no, they look like something in my country who is a political organization, and then I would think to myself, well, look at that, they're moving their ass, finally, but they don't. Politics are like the four hands on one stomach. That's an expression we have in Dutch. Vier handen op je buik. And with four hands on the stomach. Don't think that expression exists in English, but it's like saying, yeah, people who work together, rub my back, I rub your back kind of attitude thing. So we're gonna go to the end. The end is in 400-500 meters in the park. I know that the capacity of the park, if it's fully crowded, if it's crowded with 2 to 3 person a square meter, there can be 500,000 people in that park. So we'll see how crowded it will be. We also will then have like the speeches going on. Voor de mensen in het Nederlands. Welkom op de stream, bedankt dat jullie er zijn. Van de Vlamingen. Ik doe mijn stream in het Vlaams en in het Engels. De reden is omdat ik een grote internationale community kan bereiken daarmee. En deze tijd wat belangrijk is. Maar mijn oorspronkelijke streams zijn allemaal in het Vlaams. Maar het is nog maar onlangs dat ik begonnen ben om alles ook in het Engels te gaan doen. Nu, ik hoop dat de meesten van jullie natuurlijk ook wel Engels verstaan. Dus dat je ook kan volgen met de dingen dat ik zeg en vertel. But the amount of people I see here, we could surround the European Parliament. We could do so. That's the reality. But the thing is, with an international community, they don't know Brussels. And they don't know where the European Parliament is. And neither the different access points to sort of go surround it. What would be like a really strong sign if the European Parliament would be surrounded by an international community, that the international community is saying like, no, really seriously, you are surrounded, give up.
Important comme ça en cas de censure.
Racietjes. Probeer het beste wat te doen. I'm gonna take a shortcut. Out of the protest. God, fuck. Wat een shortcut niet. Omdat het opsnipt.
Merci Henri, merci beaucoup pour ton don. Sur le lien du financement participatif. Merci. Et merci Guillaume. Merci beaucoup, n'hésitez pas à faire comme Guillaume. Mais Henri, le lien est dans la description. Le lien du financement participatif.
Heb je die gedaan?
Heel graag even tussenuit. Maar ik zat en ja.
Merci à Gabin de faire. Alors Gabin, ça te rappelle tes débuts? Ouais. Ah ouais, je me souviens quand je suivais Gabin. Depuis mon fauteuil. Avec mes chips.
Gilet jaune international.
Oui, il y a une réunion des Gilets jaunes internationale. Malheureusement, j'ai pas su y aller parce qu'on accueillait l'équipe et on réglait. On réglait le matériel.
filmer.
Ouais.
Mais où ça dort, putain? On est à Paris. C'est une autre histoire.
Bah, il faut nous apprendre, hein,
Non, mais toi, Joshua, tu connais Paris.
Ouais.
Là, il y en a qui sont avec les chiens, à la poussette. C'est la petite balade du dimanche. Voilà.
Mais ça va venir.
Non, le bloc, ça y est, déjà monté là-haut.
Là, je suis
Plaisir.
Ça fait plaisir de vous voir.
Faites attention à vous.
Ouais.
Oui, toi aussi.
On s'en fout, il y en a, ça fait 3 ans qu'il y en a.
De overdracht van de bal. Een hele belangrijke stap.
Alors je peux vous dire le plaisir que ça me fait de voir des gilets jaunes de partout, de venir ici en Belgique. Alors depuis la Belgique on suit. C'est incroyable. petite roue dans un tourbillon de raison.
Ça va, il y en a encore.
Dat is een die oorsprong, weet je wel.
C'est la punition pour les non piqués. Hein. Donc comme on est non piqué, bah voilà.
Die wordt in band voeren. Dat is
Pour une raison.
Pour information,
is ook heel moeilijk. Mensen die dus helemaal opgesloten moeilijk met
allez-y, on fait 10 000 partages pour ce choix aujourd'hui.
Cecile. Daar is gewoon moeilijk mee omgaan.
Toute l'équipe ici vise les 10 000.
Maar dan moet ik even wat voorbereiden, dus ik laat jullie gaan. Zie ik jullie straks terug. Misschien met.
Over in Saudi Arabia right now. This is the board of Iridium satellite.
Okay, so we're getting into the park, like I told you guys. If this park fills up,
One of the YouTubers is playing Alex Jones videos. He's banned on YouTube, so I just turned it off. And then we can continue watching that live stream when when it is finished.
So about 2 to 3 people a square meter. That means we have 500,000 people. How I know about that? There's an application online. It's called map checking. If you type crowd calculator, you can, by Google Maps, draw a zone on Google Maps and then say, like, I have 1 person a square meter, how much people does it give me? Then you can put like 1.5, 2, 3 or so far to see how much people would be there. So, but that means the whole park should be filled. And that's not right the case right now. And that's where the riots were last time. But there's a lot of people. I would say there's about 100,000, 200,000 people on this protest. At least 100,000 and more. I want to say 200,000, I don't know. But a lot of people were here on the protest. Again, to all of you, thank you for being there.
So if they're banned on YouTube, if they are banned on YouTube, that doesn't prove they're not controlled the position.
We're gonna have a look where.
But I think PNN is continuing.
Of another organization went, we had riots where you see in front of us, you see all the people standing there. They're probably just trying to enter the park, probably not trying to riot. But obviously, as you hear it, there's
So on the one hand, they're requesting to restream their stuff, but then they're showing us control the position to get our channel banned. So I turn off the banned Alex Jones, who is control the position, the archetype of control the position. And of course we need real resistance to the genocidal politicians with their genocidal corona measures, and not some flimsy fake trial and fake protesters that are trying to suck the YouTubers and others dry to take their last money.
J'adore. Ça, c'est tout est dit là. Ça laisse longtemps. On habite juste à côté. Tu viens de croiser l'autre média alternatif qui est rose. Ouais, qui est rose.
Seems to me like they're also messing with the streams. I've turned off VCam and Snap camera, and normally I can easily stream 4 live streams. And of course they can do that with the Nikola Tesla technology, radiant energy, what some call scalar waves. With that they can remotely turn equipment on or off, according to that article 12 Things You Should Know About Scalar Waves by Christy Verismo and other sources online. So people can check that, investigate for yourself, and also find reproducible tests that prove things beyond any reasonable doubt, so you can show yourself the truth, so that you don't depend on what others have written and said. So that you know what you know, So believing is stupid, knowing is smart. Perhaps I can find some other sources live streaming. If you have any good links, please put them in the chat.
Là-bas, on arrive vers le parc cinquantenaire. Donc à gauche et puis à droite.
C'est la fin déjà du parc.
Ouais. C'est ici que les choses sérieuses vont commencer.
Pas pris d'eau, nous.
Si, j'en ai dans mon sac.
Okay, so I went out of the masses because I cannot do anything about it. Everybody there has the smartphone obviously in their hands, streaming to their Facebook page, and they should do so. So the choice now is this: do I stay out of it so you people have a good connections and we go have a look there where it's going to be rioty, or do I go in there to video record it even with the stream interruptions, bad quality, and then I upload the stream again tonight in good quality without the interruptions, so your people also have those speeches. So tell me in the chat what I should do. Should I just record it and fuck it? I mean, it's going to be annoying for you and you will not be able to follow. Or do I like go around in the park, look to have a little bit of connection, and no, it's because I moved. It's fine. It's because I moved out of the masses, and it's fine. I seen it there. I had connection loss, and that's why. But if I'm in there, I can. I'm sorry. I just work in a factory during the week. I'm a single. Out. Yeah, maybe let's look in push.
On va aller vers l'avant parce que bien que ça
Sorry about the bad stream quality. And I'm gonna check if there's some other better live stream. Yeah, let's play this from the beginning, or from the beginning of the protest, basically. That's the idea.
In the city of Brussels, was one of the European parliaments.
So we can wonder how many of them are controlled opposition. And let's restart the stream. Obviously they're sabotaging everything I do. They don't want any real resistance. They just want to reduce the global population to 500 million. And impose their totalitarian New World Order, rule the world from Jerusalem with 2 fake messiahs. The Neuordnung of Adolf Hitler. Neuordnung Europa's. So he was the previous dude that went for a New World Order. And he killed 60 million Europeans with his pursuit of a totalitarian global government, Third Reich. So people can check that Wiki Neuordnung article. And also the Wiki Nazi Eugenics article. To find out more about what's really going on in the world today. So apparently I can't rewind very far, then it switches to the end of the video screen. That's also weird.
Because it's the only way I can make money is by people donating to my Tipeee page. Thank you all for that. Love you very, very much for that also. And I'm honest about that. Really thank you for helping me out and paying the costs.
Il y a du monde, mais c'est incroyable. Ouais, ouais, ouais. Ouais, une fois au-dessus, on voit.
setup. This to me feels like, let's have a fucking car driving in with blue lights, sirens, go into between the black people who are dressed in black just to have something happening, and then the other cops will come. Till now I didn't see much cops, but this feels like a setup. I have to be honest with that. It wouldn't be the first time I witnessed such a fuckery of my government provoking manifestants. Dus, wat doe je in Dutch? Dat voelt voor mij dat ze al als provocatie. Het kan niet anders zijn dan het setup om het uit de hand te doen lopen. Dat hier een wagen maar weer eens kapot geslagen wordt of in de brand wordt gestoken. Waardoor dat heel protest natuurlijk vanavond.
So perhaps I should also go to another platform, other platforms with way more views. At least I'm getting about 100 times more views on other platforms than on YouTube. But they've done it to themselves, you could argue. So I'm working on getting a 4th stream back. And that can be Strasnici Volnovsky TV. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly or not. And it's loading. But awesome, there are many people.
So, on that side, zoom in.
And of course, the more people are disadvantaged by the measures, the more protesters you will see, millions and millions worldwide soon, probably.
Multiple organizations. Now, there was rumors that here it would go to cities, that police would provoke the manifestants. That's why I'm going to stay here. This time around I have to change my habits on doing my streams. For, let's say, the safety of the protest a little bit, to keep two people there behaving, and also manifestants behaving. Do not go into intimidation if they happen. Leave it be, march on.
So the stream I'm adding is on Freedom Guardians TV. Perhaps Polish or whatever.
Nous avons oublié l'euro, le bois et de l'eau This is so beautiful because all of us who are here are used to be standing alone against all this, so now we are here together, and that is something they can never take away from us, and it's important we keep it. Because everything is being upside down, we are testing healthy people, we are accepting people players dropping dead, no problem. And people have to understand that it doesn't help to comply. We will never get our freedom back by complying. It won't stop until we say stop, because that's not how tyranny works. It will keep pushing.
People who don't know what's going on. This is a protest called organized by Europeans United for Democracy. It's an organization about 600.
Is there anything more sexy
joined this protest in so we have
than people having a brain here?
So some people call it adrenal corona because only children survive, at least in the beginning we've seen that. And you can find these charts online. Deaths, COVID-19 deaths by age group. So that's proven beyond any reasonable doubt by their own numbers. And of course the symbol of the Jesuits is the solar corona, and coronavirus is an anagram of carnivorous, and of course corona can also mean crown and electrical discharge. I'm ready to live happily eternally. Are you ready to die? Because that's what some people want us all to do, obviously. So then it's logical. She's singing about it.
Is it a chapter 1 wall? One more song? Okay, this song is called Freedom, and the next one. So, it says, freedom for the people, enough is enough. Freedom for the people, enough is enough. Freedom.
In front of us, you have Jerome Rodriguez. It's like one of the biggest influence about this result. He lost one eye because he got the flashball in his eye in the protest of Paris. So,
freedom for the people, on off is enough. And enough is too much already, as I have explained in my broadcasts. So no to lockdown, yes to lock them up.
we have frische jobs. Also from Germany. In a lot of people have the passport. But eine Europa der Menschen ist für
Yes.
No, the same thing in German. You are coming back?
So that's also from that Prince song. That lyric. The tracker you got from Vaccination. It's a 1996 song. New World it's called. But the tracker you got from Vaccination keeps playing. You'll never walk alone over and over. We're always listening, especially on the phone. Whatever that's supposed to mean. So that's Prince New World lyrics 1996. So I'm an anti-vaxxer because I take my health seriously. Primum non nocere, first do no harm. And of course the long-term effects of these shots have never been tested, so they cannot guarantee not everybody will die from them in the long term. Due to antibody-dependent enhancement, for example, Nature Microbiology. Nature.com has a good article about it that I've covered. So check my other more important broadcasts. Basically this is protesting, and it's more or less the same everywhere. And I'm happy that they are peaceful protests. And I think that we all should press charges ourselves against the genocidal politicians of the damages caused by their unlawful measures. More about that as well in my previous broadcast. Check them on Perfect Society and the Global Resistance on YouTube. So I'm trying to get shots that show the amount of people present and also interesting stuff. Whatever is happening. So if you have any good links of the live protests, please let me know via the chat. Or people can always Skype Prologic999. So they're making the same hand signal Adolf Hitler also used to make. I don't know if there's any connection there. There are also pictures of Tom Cruise and others making that same hand signal. I've covered it all in my previous broadcasts, so check them out. Very important stuff for the future of humanity.
Thank you for being there, thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing to my channel. À toutes les gens francophones, merci d'être là sur le stream, merci de vous abonner sur notre channel amai.be, weer mij sur YouTube. En alle Nederlandse sprekende mensen, welkom op Amai. Wij zijn de partykalender van jouw protest. Wij verzamelen, sharen Facebook events die protesten zijn, die verbindend zijn. Dus politieke protesten doen we niet, vakbonden doen we niet. So for the people who don't know what AMAI is the same thing like you would say wow. In a positive or negative way, AMAI is the same.
I'm searching for some more live stream material.
In a positive or negative way. Now we started the protest calendar website where we collect and share, reshare protests so people have an easy point, central point to find protest for unity. So protests of political parties we will not share, we will not gather together. Neither of worker unions, because our opinion is that politics and worker unions divide the people. So to keep the status quo for hyper-capitalist people, you know, the people who rule the fucking world. Because so welcome for being there. Thank you for sharing this stream. Thank you for subscribing. And the reason why I like you all to subscribe is because AMAI actually is what you could say a troll concept to put pressure on mainstream media. I don't know any money, like I said, on the stream, on none of my streams actually, because I don't have a business number for YouTube. I need to have 1,000 on. But it's more a troll concept to put the pressure on mainstream media channels that alternative media is growing fucking fast. So maybe then one day, because they get like more competition, they will start to properly like report of protest.
I'm also starting my camera webcam, which I turned off so that the stream can run smoother basically. So then I can show you that hand signal that I mean. I'm not sure if they were making it. So it's a bit vague.
Do they have to close the shit down? No, obviously people are not closing shit down. People are here for the democracy, freedom and human rights. They are not here to riot. But that barely never gets talked about on the media. It's all about divide the masses, you know, divide to conquer. So thank you all for subscribing, boost my channel, just to grow mainstream media, and also at the same time put the pressure on my government that a retard like myself, I show my face, this troll, hi, my name is Ives,
What you doing?
is putting the pressure, on those instances who rule us.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna add Bruksela protests CZ with 4 on Wielki Morski's YouTube channel.
We're still gonna stream a couple of hours. We're still gonna stream till how late is it now? Oh, we're probably gonna stream still from 4 more hours. Probably. At least if there's riots. There's 1% this year to riot. Mostly those where I'm now in between in black are the ones who like to, if tear gas is thrown down or water cannons is going off, to go. Have like a little rumble with the police forces. But they are not enough to win a revolution. So there's a couple of 100s of them. But we're gonna stand here still and have everybody passing by, like I said. We'll do it here because it's gonna give a great overview. There's a dip a little bit further on. So we can have an overview of the two sides. We'll turn the camera later on of people who are marching down. First part we just did the last 10 minutes. And then
Thus far the protests have been kept peaceful, and I hope they keep them peaceful for the rest of the protests. So the governments have no excuse to impose more measures or take more basic human rights away. And basically the violence that we've seen was from the police abusing their monopoly on violence, not from the civilians. At least at all the protests, any violence that I saw was usually police officers beating old men and taking pretty ladies or girls to the station. And yeah, there was some other incident, a protester that was shot in the Netherlands by police. It would have been unthinkable a couple of years back. And well, they must stop, and the insanity, basically stop the insanity immediately. So many people ask the question, do you know who also experimented on children? Nazi Joseph Mengele, financed by the Rockefeller family who aided and abetted the Nazis, even funded Doctor of Death, Angel of Death, Joseph Mengele. And now they're handling the COVID-19 testing action plan, which you can see on rockefellerfoundation.org. More about that as well in my previous broadcast. People can check the Nazi past and connections of Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, and of course George Soros. And check that Nazi eugenics article on Wikipedia, the CIA Vatican edited encyclopedia. For example, there is a swastika-shaped building with a satellite picture shows it looks like a swastika. Google Earth can be used. It's called Coronado. For example. And I don't know if they received money to change the looks of the building, but they didn't change that yet.
Alexandre, c'est pas où tu es?
my camera is either being blocked or not working, so I can show that hand signal. I can find some pictures of the Obama youth, for example. They also use the same hand signal. This is, excusez-moi. This is the hand signal that I was talking about. And there are also pictures of other superstars making the same hand signal. It reminded me of that. I don't know if they were actually giving that hand signal. And even if they were, how much difference does it make? So some streams are live and others are like an hour ago, 2 hours ago, to show the crowd basically.
is my country. My country, my country is my body. Stop this madness. In front of us, a Romanian group with probably Christian terrorists being in there, one of the European Parliament members who is talking against this tyranny. Is Christian here? Christian terrorists? Not here? Okay. Please keep on sharing in your groups and your Telegram channels if you join on the stream. Thank you very much for that. Power to the people. I'm not a guinea pig. Freedom.
Die zoeken verbindingen. En dat is de Roel. Roel. Die stond er, had ik de vorige keer met hem, want dat is de 2 en de Remy van de weg geweest. Dat is niet naar de vorige keer met de vaccinatie van 2, de vluchtvaccinatie.
stop the insanity. No to lockdown, yes to lock them up. Stop corona dictatorship, stop the insanity, stop medical tyranny, stop medical apartheid. If the jab would be effective, the vax would be protected. No need for distancing app and QR.
I have to say I cannot read the whole chat, but don't feed the trolls, guys and girls. Don't feed trolls, they be there. They be bitching about anything and everything because they're fucking scared.
Prevent the planned cyber attack on the global financial system. Prevent owning nothing. Prevent genocidal green zone concentration camps made from our own homes. Prevent build big better smart city.
Go to their YouTube and block their page. There you go.
If you are not an advocate of medical freedom, you are an advocate of medical tyranny. People that didn't believe in medical choice, Hitler, Mussolini, Kim Jong-un, now Pol Pot. Rotterdam. Hi Denmark. Wow. Nice. Groningen, gezellig. Now, I'm going to explain again why it's important to subscribe on my channel. To put the pressure on mainstream media that a simple guy who works during the week in a factory is getting a lot of subscribers, showing the fucking truth that mainstream media doesn't show. So it's very important to subscribe, to push those numbers up, and eventually put the pressure on those mainstream media channels. It's just for the joke and for the trolling effect. I do think it's funny and it makes me smile. There you go. Get like I thought. The limits of tyrants are prescribed by the endurance of those whom they oppress. The tree of liberty is nourished with the blood of tyrants. It is its nature. Emmanuel Thomas Jefferson.
Because I don't want to monetize my YouTube channel. I'm not here to make money out of it. I'm here to fucking show the truth. Now if people want to donate, there's a donation link in the description. You can donate to me as a person, but I don't want to fucking make money out of social conflicts and social problems on the street of progress. You can donate me for my work, but that's it. And if you do, next stream, there's going to be next protest, I do a call out of your name, your donation, and the message you did send to me. donations are not about making money, the donations are about getting out of my costs. That I have to do so for my gear. So because somebody was snapping, you don't want to make money out of it, but you're asking for donations just to get out of my costs. Now if I get more donations, then I have costs, then I will probably make the channel grow, build a streaming studio, to have people to come to debate about things. There's no debate on TV. But we are not so far, or I would buy a new live stream, who gives me 4K streaming for you guys at home. But that thing on itself does cost me about 1,300 euros to get it without the SIM cards. There's also like a monthly fee.
Christians are about 33% of the global population, Muslims 22%, atheists 7%, Buddhists 7%, Jews 0.3%. About 6 million of us are Freemasons, Luciferians. The more of us survive, the greater the resistance to the population reducing totalitarian NWO will be. They will not control us, they will stop degrading us. Muse lyrics to the song Uprising.
Now, on the donation page, you also see who donates and how much I made. So if you go have a look, I didn't make so much in that 1 year I'm on the streets. Anyway, in front of us we have a group of Switzerland who is joined in on the protest. And I have to say, it gives me goosebumps. The sound they're making with the cowbells, I guess.
If you believe it, lol. The CDC admits, there is no empirical evidence whether the shielding approach will increase, decrease, or have no effect on morbidity and mortality during the COVID-19 epidemic. No camps. press charges yourself and report about it online. Don't give controlled opposition donations. Main mind, brain control patent. Apparatus and method for remotely monitoring and altering brain waves. Inventor, Robert G. Milk. August 5, 1974. Application filed by Dorn and Margolin Incorporated, US 3951134A. Ban CRISPR-Cas9 gene drive technology, which can cause extinction of species like the human race and easily hop to other species and make them go extinct. Long-term effects of Gates jabs never tested. Welcome to the chat, everyone. Let the world know what you think. Don't watch channels that block public opinion. The chat. Tax revolt, massive non-compliance, petition, occupy, bloodless coup d'etat, revolution, boycott, lists online, protest where legal, press charges, citizens arrest, flyer sticker, graffiti, bullhorn.
So the crowd is really huge, awesome people obviously that know what's going on. And let's see what's happening with their own eyes. Water baits. So they already experimented on children, right?
Is de hand, wat is klassietjes. It's not a good sign that the chopper, the helicopter is there. Mostly they only bring out the helicopter when there's lights going on. Now, could be at the end, and the end is not so far actually. The end is about 300-400 meters. There would be riots at the European Parliament. Could be, but then I want to be there to also video record the riots. But I want to stay here to record how much more people are actually here peacefully protesting than going for the riots. So we stay here till everybody passed and then we see what's going on and why the helicopter's there.
live. Brussels. The Hague. Gigantic protest against the insane coronavirus restrictions. January 23, 2022.
Well, one of the things that are obviously insane is that in Great Britain they've done away with the Corona Pass, the Health Passport and the bacteria bucket choke napkins. And what's weird is that in the Netherlands we have half the amount of deaths per million that they have in England. I started off with that in this broadcast, you can rewind for the exact numbers. Yet in the Netherlands they continue the deadly measures that they have lifted in England. The Corona Pass, which will cost many people their jobs basically. And we can all wonder what the measure does. Measures do to build up natural immunity. So check that study. Professor Macquarie of Johns Hopkins University made clear natural immunity is 27 times better than vaccine-acquired immunity. And you can also find it on the Global Resistance channel on YouTube. So the point is they have more deaths per million in England than in the Netherlands, yet in the Netherlands they continue the Corona Pass and bacteria bucket choke napkins. And it's undeniable that people will die from these measures as well. For example, 1.4 million extra tuberculosis deaths UNICEF warned about. And the genocidal politicians usually don't want to talk about it. And neither does controlled opposition, so that's why I try to mention it as frequently as I can to stop the insanity. So that's the 7th wave according to Sting.
Merci daarvoor. Ah, merci, merci. Dank je. Bedankt.
Okay, I've added all the live streams to the description of the video. So like, share, subscribe for a better future for humanity. And please let others know about my channel. I'll be streaming on this channel, Perfect Society. And in the future again on the Global Resistance as well. And perhaps some other channels as well.
Otherwise, I have to cut down the stream, and that would be. Oh, I'm so nervous. Yeah, no, it's not all good. It's not all good. It's not charging right now. I had that problem in the last big protest here. I didn't have that problem in Bruges. Everything charged like last week. But 2 weeks ago I had the same problem. It wouldn't charge. And almost, I got the message I'm at 20%. So I have to cut it down on 10%. So the same stream. And maybe try another cable. I still have another cable. And also, it's not just about having cables. It's also about all about having like a splitter for the sound and the charging. So I had to try another splitter. And sadly we're up to 10%, so.
I think the right top corner stream is the best stream. AI or Amai or whatever the name is. And the link is in the description, so then people can check the original stream.
Could be I'm charging now. Could be. Joined you on a protest in Brussels, Belgium. Protest organized by an organization called Europeans United for Democracy. The protest is March for Democracy, Freedom and Human Rights. We're on the channel Amai on YouTube, but we also run Amai.be in Belgium, who is a website that I'm going to turn the camera on. As it's standing still. I run a website where I pick all the Facebook events of smaller groups to centralize them on one website so people know where they can find protests to go have fun together on the streets of protest. We're doing this since July 2020 and we're streaming those protests to show that protest
is actually a fun thing to be with people who are same-minded and want change, and not to show of the images that mainstream media brings you at night. There was riots. Didn't see any riots now. Might be there will be some later, but let's hope not.
Okay, so it's the channel Amai. Sounds a bit like I'm high.
To the stream, we are saved. Should be charging because I see my battery pack staying on. So normally my phone, where I stream, when people want to know with what I stream, it's an iPhone 11 Pro. There you go, and I have a gimbal to see you phone. So if you want to start doing this, so start a media channel. But yeah, seems that the battery pack is having its lights on, so that means it's charging my phone right now, and that we can go on. And I'm really happy with that, because let's be honest. We're streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes already. 47 minutes actually. And I like to stream a full fucking protest without having multiple parts in it. For all you there, thanks you're watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Like I explained, to put pressure that not known media, civil media is getting a shitload of followers and is beating up against mainstream media. Thank you all for sharing this stream right now. Go to your Facebook groups, your Facebook pages, share it with your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your grandma, your mother and your father's pages. Share the stream everywhere so a lot of people see what's actually going on. In Brussels, was one of the European parliaments, was the capital of Europe, Brussels, but also the capital of my country of Belgium. Thank you all for being there, and thank you very much for the subscriptions and the shares you're doing.
Coronavirus is an anagram of carnivorous corona, means crown, solar corona, symbol/logo of the Jesuits, and electrical discharge.
Organization Together for Freedom is here. We organized already like 2 protests in Brussels. They are on my channel, so if you want to relive those ones. Both of them had riots. So people who like riots, I stand in the middle of those fucking riots when they're going on. So if you like riots, it's the 2 streams to rewatch on my channel.
moi voilà, j'ai pas envie que ça reste dans le silence, j'ai envie que des gens l'entendent.
My French is terrible, so I'll keep the audio off. The links are in the description to the original videos. As we can see, they're using water cannons in Brussels, which I think is criminal. Obviously, it's way too cold to use water cannons now. January is one of the coldest months of the year in the Netherlands. Or the coldest month, actually, colder than December. At least in Utrecht, Netherlands, but well, I don't know if that's the same in Belgium. But of course that's making people sick when they do that, and outside the least amount of contamination takes place, according to the MedRxiv study, and the Irish Times have covered that study as well. And there are other studies, and it shows that the least amount of contaminations takes place outside, so then it's genocidal to tell people to stay inside with shields near the highway, etc. And also that less contamination takes place while traveling than when indoors. Indoors is where most contamination takes place in the living situation. What do you call it? Inside the home.
Less repression, more healthcare. What's actually in 2 years we have this crisis. There's not a single debate in my country, at least, of Belgium, about should be more friendly healthcare sector. So we don't have any debate about having more intensive care beds for any next pandemic that would arise due to what they say climate change. Now, I know some people are not followed word climate change, but they're saying that we will have more pandemics. Now, in 2 years' time of this fucking crisis, we don't have a debate if we should fund healthcare sector better.
It's clear that there is no anthropogenic global warming. It's the carbon tax scam of Al Gore paid by George Soros, algorithms, etc. And I've also proven this in my previous broadcast with charts. And online sources claim the IPCC is lying, and the NASA Masons are also in on this carbon tax scam. Furthermore, it is proven by the NIAID's own grant database that Fauci did fund that risky gain-of-function research done at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Also, Sticks Hixenhammer 666 has made clear Fauci lied to Congress under oath. And there's a maximum of 5 years in prison on that. Imprisonment. So he's definitely a criminal. And the grant database of the NIH, National Institutes of Health, NIAID, National Institutes of Allergy and Infectious Diseases or whatever, That grand database proves with how many millions they did fund that risky gain-of-function research while Fauci was the director. So arrest Fauci. The criminals, they shouldn't be out in public anymore.
Do you follow the rules because it would stop? Or is it because you're following the rules that it doesn't stop?
The name Bergoglio, the name of the current Pope, written in capital letters, has the ASCII code value of 666. I verified that myself. I'm an anti-vaxxer, so I'm against vaccination, period. And we are there to balance with reality. What's that, Antifa Ninja or Black Bloc or something? They don't look like the peaceful civilian protesters. Or are they a team hired by someone?
So, looks like we're almost at the end. But we are not at the end of the stream. Because we're gonna go to... Let me see something.
I was talking about what was happening in the left bottom corner.
There's not much more people coming, but wait a minute, those flags. None that of no,
but it doesn't look serious.
Something in my country, there is a political organization, and then I would think to myself, well, look at that, they're moving their ass, finally, but they don't. Politics are like the four hands on one stomach. That's an expression we have in Dutch. 4 handen op je buik. And with 4 hands on the stomach. I don't think that expression exists in English, but it's like saying
yeah, people who work together. Rub my back, I rub your back kind of attitude thing. So we're gonna go to the end. The end is in 400-500 meters in the park. I know that the capacity of the park, if it's fully crowded, if it's crowded with 2 to 3 person a square meter, there can be 500,000 people in that park. So we'll see how crowded it will be. We also will then have like speech going on. Voor de mensen in het Nederlands. Welkom op de stream, bedankt dat jullie er zijn. Voor de Vlamingen. Ik doe mijn stream in het Vlaams en in het Engels. De reden is omdat ik een grote internationale community kan bereiken en deze tijd wat belangrijk is. Maar mijn oorspronkelijke streams zijn allemaal in het Vlaams. Maar het is nog maar onlangs dat ik begonnen ben om alles ook in het Engels te doen. Nu, ik hoop dat de meesten van jullie natuurlijk ook wel Engels verstaan. Dus dat je ook kan volgen met de dingen dat ik zeg en vertel. But the amount of people I see here, we could surround the European Parliament. We could do so. That's the reality. But the thing is, with an international community, they don't know Brussels. And they don't know where the European Parliament is. And neither the different access points to sort of go surround it. What would be like a really strong sign if the European Parliament would be surrounded by an international community, that the international community is saying, like, you know, really seriously, you are surrounded, give up, you lost it. So yeah. Merci. We proberen het beste van te maken. I'm gonna take a shortcut out of the protest to go to the park. Gewoon een shortcut nemen. Omdat het opsnipt. Heb je pipi gedaan? Nee.
Hello.
I'm gonna get some tea. Caramel, star anise, tea with honey.
Hey, filmmaker. Pardon, monsieur.
Commission européenne, Union européenne, va en enfer. Les peuples se réveillent. À bas l'oligarchie mondiale! À bas l'oligarchie mondiale! Les peuples se soulèvent!
De mensheid is massaal opgestaan. Kijk, kijk. En het is de hier, overal, over de hele wereld. Over de hele wereld. De mens is opgestaan. Opgestaan. Kijk, het is niet alleen hier, overal. De mensheid gaat niet pikken, jongens. De mensheid gaat niet pikken. Jullie gaan betalen voor jullie smerige daden. Kijk, het loopt niet weg. Het blijft staan.
Vous savez libre! Pas de quoi de ça! On marche pas, on bougera pas! On est plus nombreux que vous!
Wij zijn niet meer alleen! We are not alone! We are for millions! Look! All the villagers stand up! You're gonna pay for it! Leave them our people! Leave them alone! Leave them alone! Motherfucker!
Okay, so we're getting into the park, like I told you guys. If this park fills up, for about 2 to 3 people a square meter, that means we have 500,000 people here. How I know about that? There's an application online. It's called map checking. If you type crowd calculator, you can, by Google Maps, draw a zone on Google Maps and then say, like, I have 1 person a square meter, how much people does it give me? Then you can put like 1.5, 2, 3 and so forth to see how much people would be there. So, but that means the whole park should be filled. And that's not right the case, right? No. And that's where the riots were last time. But there's a lot of people. I would say there's about 100,000 to 200,000 people on this protest. At least 100,000 and more. No? To say 200,000, I don't know. But a lot of people were here on that protest. Again, to all of you, thank you for being there. Thank you for sharing the stream and the stream we're doing. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We're gonna have a look where the first big protest of another organization went. We had riots where you see in front of us, you see all the people standing there. They're probably just trying to enter the park, probably not trying to riot. But obviously, as you hear it, there's
people of Europe.
No wcześniej tam żeśmy szli, wiesz. Ja od pół lat powiem ci szczerze, naprawdę. Powiem wam tylko tyle, chłopaki. Kamionetą, czyli
my jesteśmy już z drugiej strony łuku.
Bo przejeżdżam tamtędy praktycznie codziennie. Kto to
So my camera is not working. Perhaps this is the ideal ending for this live multi-stream. Thank you all for watching. Kiss for single ladies who would like one, not for the ones who wouldn't like one. And people can always Skype ProLogic999 to do a live broadcast, to have a conversation, ask me anything. And check my other important videos on this channel, Perfect Society, on YouTube. And see you all next time on the Global Resistance or Perfect Society. Well, we see that it was totally peaceful protest. And now the police are using water cannons and tear gas grenades or whatever. So they ruin peaceful protest again. Disgusting.